The great Buddha once said, "Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared." These words, spoken over 2.5 millennia ago, hold within them the timeless wisdom of Buddhism. Today we embark on a journey into the art of silence, guided by the profound teachings of this ancient philosophy. As we delve into these teachings, we will explore how silence can bring clarity, peace, and harmony to our lives. Join us as we uncover the invaluable lessons from Buddhism, and let's explore together the transformative power of silence. Lesson 1. Silence in Conflict Resolution. One of the most remarkable lessons that Buddhism imparts is the profound power of silence in conflict resolution. In our lives, we often find ourselves entangled in heated arguments or disagreements, where emotions run high and words can escalate the situation. It's in these very moments that Buddhism teaches us to harness the strength of silence. Instead of impulsively reacting, silence allows us to take a deliberate pause, giving us the precious opportunity to reflect upon the situation. In the stillness of silence, we can listen not only to the words being spoken, but also to the underlying emotions and intentions. This deep listening enables us to truly understand the perspective of the other person, fostering empathy and compassion. It's important to note that silence in conflict resolution doesn't imply weakness. On the contrary, it demonstrates a remarkable inner strength, the ability to stay composed and choose a response that brings about peace rather than further discord. As the Buddha profoundly stated, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." This wisdom encourages us to prioritize the resolution of conflicts and the preservation of harmony over empty and potentially hurtful verbal exchanges. So, the next time you find yourself amidst a heated dispute, consider the invaluable lesson from Buddhism on the power of silence in conflict resolution. Embrace that moment of stillness, for it has the potential to transform the trajectory of the conversation and ultimately lead to greater understanding and peace. Lesson 2. Silence in self-reflection. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, silence often takes a backseat. The constant barrage of external stimuli, notifications, and distractions can make it challenging to find moments of tranquility. However, Buddhism gently reminds us of the profound significance of silence in the realm of self-reflection. By deliberately carving out moments of silence, we create a sacred space for introspection and self-discovery. In this cocoon of quietude, the mind can unfurl its wings and soar freely, unburdened by the noise and chaos of the world. It's a chance to turn our attention inward, to listen to the whispers of our innermost thoughts and emotions. Embracing the silence within is akin to embarking on a voyage of self-exploration. It's an opportunity to peel back the layers of our consciousness, uncovering insights that often remain hidden in the hustle and bustle of our daily routines. It's in these moments of stillness that we can confront our fears, acknowledge our desires, and chart a course toward personal growth and fulfillment. The Buddha, in his timeless wisdom, once said, "Look within, be still like a mountain, and you will meet the path that leads home." This poignant advice encourages us to become like a serene mountain, unwavering and steadfast in our pursuit of self-understanding. In the stillness of our inner landscape, we discover a path that guides us back to our true selves, a path that leads to the essence of who we are and what we aspire to become. So, as you navigate the fast-paced currents of life, remember to pause and embrace the gift of silence. It is in these moments of quiet reflection that you can unlock the doors to personal growth, self-discovery, and the profound fulfillment that comes from understanding your own heart and mind. Lesson 3. Silence in listening. In our fast-paced world, it's becoming increasingly rare for people to engage in deep, meaningful listening. We're often so preoccupied with our own thoughts and distractions that we forget the transformative power of truly listening. Buddhism, with its deep understanding of human nature, reminds us of the profound importance of active listening without judgment or interruption. Imagine a world where conversations aren't just exchanges of words, but opportunities for genuine connection and understanding. This is precisely what Buddhism encourages when it speaks of silence in listening. When we embrace moments of silence in our interactions, we create an environment where others feel heard and respected. It's a gift we give not only to others, but also to ourselves, as it fosters empathy and compassion. The Buddha's wisdom on this matter is timeless. The wise listen with their hearts and receive wisdom from all beings. This means that true wisdom emerges not just from speaking, but from the deep, heartfelt listening that transcends mere words. When we listen with our hearts, we connect on a profound level, and in doing so, we gain insights and perspectives that enrich our lives and relationships. So let's take a moment to reflect on our listening habits. Are we truly present when others speak, or are we already formulating our responses in our minds? Are we quick to judge, interrupt, or dismiss what others are saying? By embracing the art of silence in listening, we can create a more compassionate and harmonious world, one conversation at a time. Lesson 4. Silence in decision-making. When faced with tough decisions, silence can be our greatest ally. In the cacophony of daily life, our minds are often cluttered with external influences, opinions, and distractions. However, by deliberately creating a space for silence, we grant ourselves the opportunity to disconnect from the external noise and tap into our inner wisdom and intuition. Imagine it as a quiet sanctuary within your mind, where the chaotic thoughts settle like dust and clarity begins to emerge like a pristine pool of water. In this silence, we gain a deeper understanding of our true desires, values, and priorities. We can evaluate our options without the interference of external pressures or societal expectations. The Buddha's teaching, "In the sky, there is no distinction of east and west." People create distinctions out of their own minds and then believe them to be true, reminds us that many of the divisions and conflicts we encounter are constructs of our own making. In the silence of introspection, we can see beyond these self-imposed boundaries and make decisions that align with our authentic selves. Silence in decision-making is a pathway to authenticity and alignment with our inner compass. It allows us to make choices that are not driven by external influences, but rooted in our genuine aspirations and values. So the next time you face a challenging decision, consider the power of silence as your trusted guide towards clarity and wise choices. Lesson 5. Silence in solitude. In a world that constantly bombards us with stimuli, where the hustle and bustle of daily life can overwhelm our senses, embracing moments of solitude and silence becomes not just a luxury, but a crucial necessity for our mental well-being. Buddhism, with its profound teachings, reminds us to cherish these moments of stillness as valuable opportunities for self-care and rejuvenation. In the midst of our fast-paced lives, it's easy to lose ourselves in the noise and distractions that surround us. We often cling to external possessions, relationships, and ambitions, believing that they define our happiness. However, as the Buddha profoundly stated, you only lose what you cling to. In this lesson, Buddhism guides us to let go of these attachments, not as a rejection of the world, but as a way to find true contentment and peace within ourselves. When we embrace solitude and silence, we create a space where the cacophony of the external world gradually fades away. It's in these moments of quiet introspection that we can reconnect with our inner selves, our values, and our deepest desires. Solitude allows us to escape the constant stream of external influences and gives us the freedom to explore our thoughts and emotions without judgment. These moments of self-reflection and inner stillness provide a powerful form of self-care. They rejuvenate our minds, reduce stress, and offer a respite from the demands of our daily lives. It's akin to a mental and emotional reset button, helping us navigate life's challenges with greater clarity and resilience. Buddhism encourages us to view solitude not as isolation, but as a gift we give ourselves. It's a time to recharge, to gain perspective, and to nurture our mental and emotional well-being. By letting go of attachments and embracing silence in solitude, we can find a profound sense of inner peace and contentment that extends far beyond the moments of solitude themselves. It's a transformative practice that can lead us on a path to greater self-awareness, compassion, and fulfillment. As we come to the end of our journey through the profound lessons on the art of silence from Buddhism, we hope you've found inspiration and guidance to embrace the power of silence in your own life. Buddhism offers timeless wisdom that can bring about transformation and inner peace, and the lessons we've explored today are no exception. In a world often dominated by noise and constant chatter, the practice of silence can be a powerful antidote. We've learned how silence can serve as a bridge in conflict resolution, a path to self-discovery, a means of truly listening to others, a source of clarity in decision-making, and a sanctuary for mental well-being. Silence, as advocated by Buddhism, is not about suppressing our voices or avoiding communication. It's about creating moments of stillness in our lives where we can truly connect with ourselves and others on a deeper level. It's about harnessing the immense power of presence, empathy, and self-awareness. We encourage you to take these lessons to heart and incorporate them into your daily life. Whether it's pausing before reacting in a heated argument, setting aside time for self-reflection, practicing active listening, seeking clarity through silence in decision-making, or cherishing moments of solitude for your mental well-being, each of these lessons has the potential to bring profound positive change. In a world that often values the loudest voices and the fastest responses, remember that there is strength in silence. It's a strength that can lead to understanding, healing, growth, and ultimately a more harmonious and peaceful existence. So as you go forward, remember the teachings of Buddhism and the lessons of silence it has shared with us today. Embrace the transformative power of silence, and may it guide you on your journey toward a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of wisdom, and we look forward to continuing this journey with you in the pursuit of a more mindful and harmonious world.